Oh, already feel like ass, and I haven't even gotten in yet. Cool, so join me. Come on in.
Yellow.
Hello. Whoa, that's cool.
Hello. Does
Huh.
Dinky's hand feel better?
Yeah, but she can't play. So she has no free hand to use a controller with. Yeah, I accidentally kicked her, and I guess, I don't know what happened to her finger. It swelled up, and I was like, oops. Well, we gotta take her to the doctor. I'm like, oh, shit. And then the doctor's like, what happened? I'm like, I definitely didn't kick her.
Damn.
I was just messing around. I didn't mean to actually hit her.
All right. So I was doing, like I said, I was like doing my college stuff, and I saw that they had me as an international / out of state student,
Interesting.
and I'm like, well, that's not right. So I even send them an email, and I call,
Mm-hmm.
and they fix it and everything. And then the lady called me, and she's like, well, what about classes? What do you want to take? And I'm like, well, I want to be a clinical psychologist. What should I do?
Mm-hmm.
So she enrolls me in um, English, but not English that I need. She put me in an English. Oh, fuck. I'm gonna go grab my phone.
Okay. Yeah, it's hard to keep up with all the classes.
Yep.
I don't blame you at all.
But the problem is I didn't pick them. She just gave me like a list. She's like, "You need an English," and I'm like, "Yes, yeah, that's good." And then she's like, "You need a math," and I'm like, "That's great." And then she's like, "Okay." And like, "Can I take any psychology classes?" She was like, "I don't think so. You need to do English first." And I'm like, "All right." And I just found out that you don't actually. You could just take psychology classes, and I'm kind of pissed.
thank you.
Yep.
So she put me in English, 155 communications.
Interesting.
Yeah, that sure. Math, she put me in college algebra, which is fine.
Oh,
Um,
You
but then
do the
she's like, "What are
basics.
your passions?"
Mm-hmm.
Like, and she gave me a list of like art, history,
Mm-hmm.
music, and so I gave her. I was like, are there any theology classes I could take? And she's like, there was one. I'm like, yeah. Like I can't take any psychology. And she's like, no. I'm like, all right. So
Yeah.
I end up taking comparative religions,
Mm-hmm.
music appreciation, college algebra, and history, Western civilization to 1689.
Okay.
I plan on dropping music appreciation for either ethics or psychology. I'm not sure which, but like,
Mm-hmm.
is it hard to like drop and pick up a different class?
I dropped one of mine while I was doing it because I didn't like it. I don't like how it was going.
Okay, they're all for the fall semester.
Mm-hmm. It shouldn't be too hard to switch a class.
Sorry.
But yeah,
Just because it's
music
like I don't
appreciation, I
know.
don't know if you'll like that.
That's my point. Like I love music, but like when she was talking to me, she was like theater, and like I was like, oh, I don't want to do theater,
Yeah, that'd be annoying.
and I was like, I can't do psychology. And she's like, I don't think so. You need to take an English first.
Mhm.
But then she puts me in fucking communications, which is like that's not like the English I need. I need English writing comprehension. That's what I need.
Usually the first year, they're just giving you a bunch of random shit, and then the second year is when you actually get into the good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the problem is I need to graduate in 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
So I need to, focus it, which it is what it is.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Alisa, are you doing any classes in person?
No, I went all online.
You went all online, Aaliyah. Yeah,
I don't have a car.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Though next summer I do plan on taking sciences in person.
Mm-hmm.
Just because
Why
my
not?
mom's
Yeah.
out of work for the summer. My Mima should be available to drive me if she's not available.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm probably gonna take chemistry, biology, and microbiology then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Seems pretty solid.
Mhm.
It's not a
I
bad
am gonna
class.
have to drop music. Yeah, because music appreciation. I'm hoping for either psychology, geography, and ethics are like the
Mhm.
three classes I am actively hoping for.
Yeah.
Because originally she told me she's like, because originally I had 12 credits. That's like what my things were.
Yeah.
And she's like, you need 15. And
Mm.
I'm like, that's fine. Let me go add another class.
Yeah.
So 5 classes. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, I wish I get a schedule because as an I have classes and I'm registered,
Mm-hmm.
but there's no schedule.
They should give you the
Um,
schedule later.
Yeah,
That's what they
okay, is
should
it
I
do.
think
because I'm
they
applying
should.
the? Then I wanted to look at what I need for classes,
Mm-hmm.
and so it was like, okay, log into the like bookstore, and I'm like, all right.
That was shit.
So
It
I
was so
do this.
hard. I don't know if
Do
it.
I need to create an account for it? Because it's like you need your student ID, and I'm like, well, I don't have one.
Yeah, that's
I
the
just
hardest part. Yeah, you
apply.
need your student ID.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
what I need. All right,
But it
thank you.
doesn't have to be a physical
Like,
copy. It can be an online copy. It doesn't matter.
no, because I just don't have one. Like I got this
They
stuff.
should
I've
give you
talked to
one the
admission.
like first month of school, if I'm right.
Yeah.
Alright, that's fall then. I don't know. And then I've been looking into like, what school supplies do I need? I've been buying highlighters,
Mhm.
notebook,
Mhm.
Sharpie. Like I bought a pair of scissors.
Yeah, I bought like 6 notebooks.
Yeah, I plan on buying like a lot, so later on I
Yeah,
don't need to do anything.
exactly. That was my thing
I'm
too.
confused. What do you actually use?
So I actually did most of my stuff on my laptop. All my notes were written on my laptop.
Mm.
So
Mhm.
the binders and stuff I bought were mostly for like, I guess like stuff I really did not want to forget. So I don't think
Because everyone
you don't need
because
too
like
much.
everywhere online, all I see is all you need is a laptop and an iPad for note taking, and I'm like, I don't want to like do that.
Mhm.
Thank you.
You should be
Like I
fine
like
with
paper notes.
anything. Yeah,
Mhm.
shouldn't matter.
Then how many classes did you take your first semester?
I think I took like. I'm trying to remember. I tried to erase my first semester out of my head. It was kind of
Because
boring.
everyone's telling me to take 4 classes and see how it works, and I'm like, okay, but like I'm taking 7 classes in high school
Yeah,
every
go
day.
all in. Don't start
So
small. Go
my
right all
point is
in.
like 7 classes right now, and everyone suggests me 4. Then I'm currently doing 5, though I do plan on dropping music appreciation
Hmm.
for psychology or ethics, depending on which
Yeah,
one they let me. Um,
I think that'd be more
I love
enjoyable.
psychology. Did I tell you about the doctor's office?
What happened in the dog's house?
Oh yeah. By the way, did
I was
that go
talking
well?
to the doctor about, and she's like, "Oh, what do you want to be when you grow up?" And I'm like, "I want to be
Oh yeah,
a clinical psychologist," which is like, okay, it's one of the things that like most. Okay, do you know what it is?
yeah. It's
Okay,
yeah.
my point is, it's like, yeah, you've heard like a clinical psychologist. Normally, it's not like a dream of a person's, but for me, it's just like
Thank you.
Hmm.
I wanted to help people, and
Yeah,
originally I wanted to be a criminal defense lawyer because everyone deserves a fair trial.
yeah,
For a while, I wanted to be a police officer.
yeah. Me too. At one
Army
point, I
guy.
did.
But my recent eye exam was 35/25. Don't think the Navy's for me.
I don't think the Navy's. You might need some
Hey,
glasses.
I'm blind. Hey, I'm blind as
Best
shit.
part, the doctor, I got 4 wrong, and that's it.
That's not terrible.
I'm like, well, why is it that bad? And the doctor's like, you got the same 4 wrong both times, and I'm like, okay,
Eh,
I guess that's not
Up
bad.
close or far away?
Far away.
Yeah, that's far.
It was like
far away.
like they stand in the hallway and
Hallway,
you point out
yeah.
a door.
I hated that test.
Yeah, like I'm not good at it, but like when I go to the actual like DMV, I'm not bad.
Exactly. Yeah. It's weird. I stuff is weird.
Yeah, then like I don't know, associates in arts to transfer to coastal,
Hmm.
and it's like okay, so
Yep.
I was like, doing this is gonna be good, and then I'm like, okay, but I don't like coastal's a good university. That's kind of it.
That's pretty much it. Yeah, it's pretty boring.
It's not like I'm
Yeah.
like coastal, woo.
I know.
For me, it's more like coastal free admission.
Yeah, pretty much. I got a bunch of stickers on my car, and I'm like, I don't want people thinking I care about the college.
Dang.
That's my thing. It's like okay, the reason I'm going to tech and then coastal is just because number one,
It's free.
It's free for South Carolina.
Yeah,
That's
pretty much.
basically it.
That's it.
I'm gonna be 100% honest.
Yeah.
I was originally looking to out-of-state colleges. I was gonna pretend to be a Mormon. It was gonna be great. Technically, they're not Mormons. It's Church of the Latter-day Saints, but like, who gives a shit?
Mm.
They're Mormons.
Yeah,
Everyone knows
it's
that.
Mormons.
Yeah, I was like, John, or is it John or Adam Smith? It's one of those guys.
Adam Smith.
Adam Smith. And they're like, woo, Adam Smith, woo. You know, love the guy, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, everyone loves Adam Smith. You know, give me college.
College.
But now, it's more of, you know, I'm going to Barefoot, or what's the new Barefoot Church, every other Sunday.
Yeah.
Oh,
Some.
Which the church, I've never. Okay, I have a very. My opinions on church matter differently from my mom. I like to sit in the front row.
Yeah, me too.
My mom sits in the bleachers, and I'm like, Ma.
Interesting.
She doesn't like to sit like up close. Cause, okay, I understand for that church because they have like live music
True,
with like
it's loud.
fucking
Yeah,
drums in your ears.
Yeah, it's
Sometimes the drums
loud
can
as
go a little
fuck.
loud.
Yeah.
I'll admit, you know, I'll be the first.
they're pretty hype.
And the pastor, fucking love this. Okay, there was like a thing where it's like it tells him how much time he has. He always goes over by like 20 minutes.
Yeah, always. It seems like a lot of pastors do that.
Yep.
Which is pretty funny. What, Ellie? That's funny.
I was a little disappointed. There's only one fucking theology class.
There's a lot of
Like,
classes
what's
they're
wrong with
missing.
that? Like, okay, theology, study of religion, and you know, I think
kind of.
any good religious person should question their religion at least once. Because if you don't have any doubt or anything like that, you know, I think
Mm-hmm.
the more doubt you have, the more when you read it, you learn and you
More.
could believe more.
More. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you have to have like a down period before an
Oh,
uptick.
period.
That's what I always believe. So,
That's true. That's true. I can
I think-
100% see that.
and especially theology, when it's questioning, it's not just like you're questioning Christians or Catholics
Yeah.
or Muslims. You're questioning everyone.
That's why I liked philosophy so much, because you could bring religion into it or leave it out. I always brought it in.
Yeah.
And it was
Yeah.
very interesting to like come up with
Mhm.
solutions with different religions.
I was debating like looking into like a poetry class because it's like something that I'm actually quite passionate about.
Yeah.
But then I thought about it, and poetry is a very
Interesting subject.
feminine.
Yeah. Oh,
Subject.
I guess it could be.
I was
And
gonna
was like,
say
okay, if I
subjective.
apply for
but-
this,
Okay.
how many guys are gonna be in this class that I would want to be friends with?
That's true.
None.
But to be honest, in a lot of those classes, are going to be a lot of people that aren't,
Ye-
you know.
My mom keeps telling me, she's like, "Oh, you make more friends in college. You know, you should go in person." And I'm like, "Mom,
The people that are weird.
like, it's our
Yeah.
town."
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
strange.
our-
The southern people.
Yeah,
She
this
just keep
is
telling me,
just-
she's like, "Oh, you meet a girlfriend at church." And I'm like, "Mom, I don't want to marry.
My mom would used to say the same
Women are
thing.
scary."
And I was like, I'm good.
Oh my.
I was like, I
oh
ain't
my
finding a
God.
girl.
No offense,
I-
women are fucking terrified.
Yeah, I'm not ready to
And
be
it's
with
like-
another
You good?
person.
Okay, maybe when I'm older, graduate from college, have a job.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
That's what I said. When I'm
when I have my
stable,
life
maybe.
together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But right now, I'm an 18-year-old student whose only job previously is babysitting and acting. And I'll tell you something, I was really good at one, horrible at another.
I like to think you
And
check
I'm
the
not gonna say
baby
which
out
is
the
which.
window and you're like, that's the one I that.
No, I babysat old people.
Oh, well, actually, that's probably better than babies.
It depends.
It's
My great grandma would wake up in like the middle of the night at like 3 a.m. trying to leave the house, and I'm like,
true.
you know, we can't go. You know,
It
where's
could
your
be dangerous.
suitcase? And I'll like tell all the stuff to like, you know, like, look outside, look how late it is.
Mhm.
And I did it for one other person, and I'm like, I'm done with this shit. I'm never doing this again.
Thank
I hate
Mhm.
babysitting. Never.
Yeah,
Number one, I don't like kids.
true. It'd suck.
Number two, the only okay acting, amazing. You pay $110. That's your pay, and you get Jersey Mike's for lunch.
That's true. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
with tax, though. But,
Yeah.
it's the thing.
Okay, at the end of the day, it's like 106. It's not that bad.
Yeah, it's not that
It's
bad.
like $4.
Yeah.
And for 3 out of like the 8 hours, I am sitting on my phone
Mhm.
reading the
Daily
part
news.
5. Who's my
Just-
favorite character? I can't remember his name. His Purple Haze.
Oh, Hugo. Right?
Yeah. his novel, or Purple Haze Cheese Bags, what the novel's called, but like, let's say that you guys wouldn't know the character. I read through his entire novel while I was acting.
Damn. You had some time on your hands.
Yeah, I had 3 hours of just sitting in a room, eating Jersey Mike's, talking to an old guy in his 60s, and there was like a girl next to me and a guy that was like a little older, and both of them were a little older than me.
Mm-hmm.
In the town we were acting in was beautiful. It was Greenville. Unfortunately, we walked by like a lot of college bars, so
That's accurate.
yeah.
Lily, what is it? Oh, she's watching Ratatouille.
Anyone can cook.
Anyone could cook. Remy, we gotta get the weed.
Thank you, and also
Yeah.
hopefully I've submitted my college application. Good.
Or
That was nightmare.
sophisticated men. We drink tea
Wait, is Tyler
out
going to
in the
college?
middle of a field.
Yeah, I'm finally getting back into it after.
Hey.
He's doing HVAC.
It's something.
I'm working with air conditioning.
Air conditioning is a good job, though. Like, actually, they make big.
Yeah, I know. That's what I thought.
I
mean, I was originally
to be a what's it called?
Yeah, septic tank cleaner. Trust me, I've heard your suggestions.
Like my uncle, you already know that he owned an air conditioning company. He became a millionaire just from that. I'm like, whoa, man.
Yeah, I was gonna say like because air conditioning is one of those things like where it'll never go away, especially in the South.
Exactly.
Like you practically need it or you're dead. I was originally thinking about animation, but the Western animation industry is kind of fucked right
Kind
now.
of fucked right now. If it ever cools down, maybe.
Yeah.
But as of now, yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah, you're just. Plus, I've always seen art as more of a hobby.
True. That's what I said. Do something that
Has
you know.
Denki selected her classes?
Aaliyah, have
Yeah,
you? She said she didn't know you could do them yet. Now you could talk to your guidance
Oh,
counselor,
yeah, you
Aaliyah,
can.
and she can walk you through the classes.
Yeah, I emailed someone, and the next thing I know, I'm getting a call while I'm on my way to Publix, and like I'm in the car, and she's like, "What classes you on?" And I'm like, "I want to be a clinical psychologist, and I'm in an associates for arts, and I want to do the psychology class. What do I need?" And she's like, "You need a math and a science and 2 electives," and I'm like, "Okay, this sounds great.
Okay.
Sure, whatever."
Hey, okay.
That was
And
my
I'm like,
problem.
I don't have a car, so I would prefer to go
In-
all
yeah,
online if
all
that's
online,
possible.
yeah.
Yeah.
And she's like, "That sounds wonderful. Let me go check."
hmm
And I'm like, "Can I do any psychology classes?" And she's like, "You need to do English." And now I just found out you don't need that. And I'm like, "Well," I'm like,
It's a
another
mess.
thing my mom says. She was like, "I'm surprised because okay, on the phone, I am a fucking saint." Like my mom and sister were so surprised because they were like, "I didn't know you were so nice," and I'm like, "On the phone, I'm great. I'm nice, respectful, patient, great on the phone.
Mm.
In person, on the other hand, my mom says I'm horrible because okay,
I'd say you're
if
fine.
meat expires at Publix, okay, no, okay,
You're fine.
you buy a pack of steak at Publix.
hmm
It expires the 17th. It's the 15th, and it's turned horrible.
Yeah.
Publix has a policy where if you bring them the steak and you bring like a receipt or like proof,
They were, yeah.
they will.
Yeah.
So that's something that I've done. I'm not embarrassed to say I've done that.
Exactly, yeah.
My mom thinks it's horrible that I would bother the customer service people.
I worked at Publix, so they're actually happy that they do that. I'm like, yeah.
I'm like,
great.
Mom, it's like, I'm not trying to be like, oh, horrible, but I'm like, the food's expired.
Yeah.
It shouldn't have expired.
Quality
They have a
is
policy to,
yeah.
fix this issue.
Exactly.
And I'm like, it's not really a problem, I don't know. You just have
It's
to
the
go
right
to
thing
the
to
service
do.
desk. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's my thing. It's like, okay, if you paid for this thing,
You expect it to
and it
be
shouldn't be bad,
perfect quality.
and they have a policy to fix this issue. It's like, okay, if I was going to like a restaurant demanding the manager, being like, hey, this food's moldy,
It's shit.
I took it from the restaurant 3 days ago, and there's a cold box, it should be so we could blah, blah, blah. That's a problem. But a restaurant that has a policy that tells me they'll fix any issue I have, go fuck yourself. Why can't I do that?
For real. I wouldn't worry about it. You're in the right.
Then again, in person, I'm an absolute dickhead. My mom told me I committed a cardinal sin. Two people's carts were blocking the aisle and they were talking.
Mm,
I moved the person's cart to get in the way.
I did this. I've done the same thing.
It's like, okay, two people talking, blocking the aisle with the carts, and I'm like, my mom's
It's
like, you
like,
should have just
fuck
waited or
off.
gone
We're
around.
trying to walk here.
Yeah, and I'm like, Mom, look, okay, if, I wouldn't hit people, but
Yeah.
these,
Sometimes you gotta
they were
smack
on
a
the
bitch.
side. the carts were in the middle.
Yeah.
It's like I couldn't go like there's no other way unless I left the aisle.
Yeah,
But like no, I'm not gonna do that shit. You know why should I?
exactly. You are in the right, and that's something that is very important for the future too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will admit, like moving. Okay, I wouldn't move someone's cart if their purse was in it. Like that's like a different thing
Yeah.
for me. But my purse, like all it was the groceries. I'm like,
Groceries, and you're just like, hey, move out of the way. I got to get through. There's more people than
'cause,
just two.
okay,
You know.
it's old people.
Yeah,
That's the thing.
they
It's like
ain't
old
gonna
people.
move.
Young people wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and my point is like they're too busy in the conversation. Like they don't really give a shit about anyone else. They think, oh, I've lived for 60 years. Blah blah blah. blah.
Everyone needs to respect me.
Yeah.
It's true,
Thank you.
especially around here. It's hard with mouse
Yeah, and
controls.
it's like,
I know how it is. Picking
Yeah,
up the TV.
I'm sorry. I cannot angle this to save my life.
yeah, and I'm
Oh,
not trying to
Mhm.
be like a rude dickhead, but at the same time, okay. Something that I think everyone knows. I don't consider most people human. If I don't know them, if I don't talk to them, if I don't think I'm gonna see or like hear from them again,
hmm
I'm gonna be nice, but I'm not gonna be like,
Overly nice.
oh, I pronounced your name wrong. I got you the wrong pronouns.
It's like fuck
I
you. I'm never gonna see you.
misspelled something. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I'm not gonna see you again. I don't really care. I'll apologize,
Yeah.
but if you want me to sit there and correct it, I don't give a shit. Like that's just how it is.
That's called being a functioning member of society. Also.
Yeah. 'Cause okay. I misspelled someone's name online.
hmm
I didn't care. It was like, sorry about that, and they're like, I deserve an apology.
And you're like, no,
And I'm
fuck
like-
off. I'm tired of those people.
I'm like, your name should have been simple.
Yeah.
Like-
It should have been simple.
Hey, frick your mom.
Real.
No, it's an online tag. It's like
It's like
your
no
own
one
fault if it's too
cares. I know,
hard.
right? Like, get over your damn self. It's crazy.
Yeah, expect that, especially if you have like something like complicated as your name.
Hmm.
Then again, my Gmail. Dear Lord, how many times I've had to spell it to people.
That's fair. That's fair.
They don't expect the second well. Like it's the second well hit the tower. No one knows.
Second. Okay, well, hit the second tower.
Because my username's okay. It's like cool well.
Mhm.
So, and this first well has 2 L's, and the second L only has 1.
That's not what your gamer
No
tag
one
says
expects
above it.
that.
Just
instantly try to look up.
COLLWELL.
Yeah, no, but on my email I have a second
Yeah, you
WEL.
just, yeah.
Because it's like, I used cool. I forgot that email. I used 1 L. I forgot that one. I used 2 L's. I forgot that one. So
Just
I did a second L.
exactly.
And it's like whenever I talk to like the emission people, I'm like, I was 13. And they always mention my thing, and they're normally like, I prefer like I love soccer at gmail.com.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, I created mine when I was 13. And they laugh, and I'm like, yeah, we all have we
Yeah.
all make teenage angst mistakes, and they are normally like, haha.
Mm.
Like I'm great with older people. Younger people,
I agree. I agree with that.
well, I'm just like really sometimes mad at me because okay, she's being like, I'm worried for you, Austin, and I'm like, why? And she's like, okay, you talk to 40-year-old women online. I'm worried who you're gonna marry. And I'm like, okay, that is a little fair, I will admit.
I'd say it builds
I do
character.
talk to a lot of 30 and 40-year-olds, and she's like, oh well, what's the age? Like she's like, and I'm like, well, the biggest age difference I would want in like a relationship is 6 years. I think that's like, any more is too much.
Like, yeah.
Up to 6 is like fine.
Mhm.
Because I wouldn't want to date someone born in the 90s.
Oh yeah, exactly.
That's like my logic. It's like the 90s is too far.
It's too far, yeah.
Then again, I think 6 years is like a bit, but
I
Like, that's
mostly
my
aim
limit, in my
for
opinion.
someone close around my age,
you're a year, right? A year older, a year younger. You
Yeah,
don't really care.
exactly. I prefer younger, like 1 year younger, because I like
Mhm.
being the oldest. But that's not important.
I go with the rule of 2 years, below or young.
That's
Because,
fair.
For me,
That's a good
it's
one,
si-
actually. Yeah.
Okay,
Because
for me, it's 6
You don't want
older,
them to
2
like
younger.
die before you,
True.
but yet you don't want to, have it be too young
Too
and then
young,
it gets
and
weird.
it's just weird. Exactly.
But then again, I think I'm the only one who'd want an older girlfriend.
I actually was into older women before I was into my age when I was younger.
I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't mind older. I
Mm.
don't mind.
I used to
Then
like.
again, I would also
what's
prefer
her name?
taller.
Oh, you like taller people? Interesting.
Hey,
I prefer girls that are either the same height as me or a little shorter. Austin likes taller
nothing wrong
women.
with
Austin.
preference.
Austin wants to be dominated.
I mean, hey,
He wants
nothing
someone
wrong
like
with that.
Samus. Just kidding. That's funny.
Heck yeah, Samus can kick my
I don't know. I
ass.
just think, okay, here's the thing is, someone younger wouldn't be bad, but I think
It's
at
just
most is
harder
2
when they're
years
too
younger.
young because then they don't have the same experience and knowledge as you.
Yeah.
Okay, my logic is, number one, I wouldn't want a relationship, till I'm steady.
Hmm.
And then like, my requirements for a relationship is, number one, same religion.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah. It makes it so much easier. But even if they're, it's also not bad if they
Yeah.
don't believe in a religion. You can show them one.
Yeah.
I'm also fine with that. But it would be easier if they believe the same thing I believe.
Yeah.
It's like gone unexpectedly. I just found out my dog was in the laundry room.
Was she doing laundry?
Damn. Wait, did you not close the door earlier?
No.
Make sure she's separating her
sorry.
whites. Just gonna.
Yeah. But for me, it's like religion, but then political views. I would either like I myself am an independent that leans conservative,
Mhm.
so that's
Thank
what I
you.
would look
No
for. Either an independent or a Republican that leans conservative. Either or.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because for me, I
fair enough.
flip flop depending on the policies,
Hmm.
which is just how I think of it. I don't think you should just base your personality far right or far left.
Yeah, that's
You should look at the
true.
policies, think, how do I feel about it emotionally? Or first off, you should do, how would this affect me? How do I feel with this emotionally?
Hmm.
And how would this affect family? I
Exactly.
think that's like the three things
Yeah.
you should look at.
Yeah, fair point.
Um,
Fair point.
Or in the words of another man, God, country, family.
So there you
And
go.
this is the disgraced senator that called AOC a fucking bitch. And when he apologized, he was like, I'm sorry, some conversations said in private were taken out of context. And I'm like, bro,
He got
that's not
caught in
an
4K.
apology.
Just kidding.
Bro.
Like, I'm sorry. Okay, number one,
Alright.
imagine calling someone a bitch or a fucking bitch in like a thing,
Mhm.
and then apologizing to it by saying private conversations, not being like, oh, this, I never said this, being like, this is a private conversation that was taken out of context.
Mhm.
Dang.
Like, bro's a fucking idiot.
That's pretty funny.
Uh,
Now we have coffee too. Yeah, it's
Nice.
black. Yeah, it's
Just like my soul.
Do you guys like coffee? I don't really care for it that much.
I am going
Honestly-
to tell you something. I have never had it.
Really, it's not that good to
Honestly,
be
like-
honest with you.
I
Iced
like the
coffee,
smell of it,
as long as it has stuff in it, I think it's pretty good.
Mm.
but like I have addictive personality, so I'd rather not,
Yeah, I'm more of a tea person,
Yeah.
honestly.
I like lemon and lavender.
I like black tea with a lot of sugar and cream.
I also like green tea. But okay,
Nice.
Green tea's not bad.
I've only had green tea at restaurants. The one time I had it at home,
It
I'm like, I'm
sucked.
sorry, I can't drink this.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Like restaurants, I don't know what they do to it, but like restaurant green tea, good.
Yeah, they may.
Home green
I don't know
tea,
what they do actually.
yeah, I have no idea.
It does taste better at restaurants,
But
you're
it
right.
is what it is.
It do be what it be do.
Yeah, but did you take any of the classes I mentioned, or
I
were
took
they like a nah?
I know I took philosophy was my favorite class. I did that. I did geography, I think. What, Aaliyah?
Okay,
Yeah, I did I did geology? Oh, sociology. Yeah, I did sociology.
oh, I was also looking into that.
Mm.
Because psychologist.
It was kind of boring though, but you might like it. I didn't really care for it too much. But-
Because the thing is, okay,
It's a lot of work.
currently, I want to be a clinical psychologist that's on contract with the FBI. That's like my dream job right now. That might change. Did you just fill a fucking coffee cup with
I know
tea?
it turns different colors. That's kind of cool. Hold on. Wow, that's sick. But yeah, that's an interesting idea.
What help people?
Sucks.
Bleh.
A lot of people in my class
Wait.
are, I don't know what they said. I had told them I wanted to be a gunsmith, and they're like, that's a really sought after job right now in this area. I'm like, really? I'm like, I did not know that.
Why is that a solid
Why is that sought after? I was like, I just wanted to do it because I think like Western guns are cool, especially if you make them yourself. I didn't expect people to like have such a high market for them.
Make sure
nowadays.
you make my 12-inch revolver.
I will
Damn.
all the way.
Damn, bro, who's gonna have like $12,000 worth of metal?
For real. So I got a half day off today, and then tomorrow I'm off again.
Congrats.
Nice.
I wasn't sure because I was like, I called admissions today, and they definitely were open.
It's the welding program's having a competition tomorrow, so we had to clean the
Are you
entire.
entering?
Oh no, sadly, I had to be entered like what 2 months ago.
Is there a reason you didn't, or
I didn't because he said we can only have 2 people from our class enter, and I'm not the best welder. I'm okay. I'm not the best though. He said you have to be you're representing our entire school. I'm like, I don't want that kind of pressure. Like I'm okay,
yes,
but
Yeah, I can understand that.
plus there wasn't even like a prize for money. You just get like new welding gear. I'm like, I can go buy welding gear. It's not that big a deal.
yeah. Honestly, college is one of the things that like I'm stressing out about it.
Don't be
But the
too
more I think
stressed.
about it,
It's
I'm
not
like,
terrible.
it's just more school.
Yeah, don't
It's just more
Um,
school essentially.
Don't worry, you're good at school. You'll be
Easy.
fine.
After this, go to Coastal,
Mm-hmm.
get a job. Hopefully, I'm able to move to like Virginia or something.
Mm-hmm.
Other than look into that, just because I don't know.
Well, isn't Hannah
Like-
moving to Virginia? Maybe. She said she might move to Virginia. I thought that was interesting.
Yeah.
Because okay, I wanted to be a lawyer for so long,
Yeah.
but like when I talked to one and like I saw what their life was like, it's just
Well, you don't. It's.
know.
I don't have the same. Like I had when I was growing up. I was like, I'm gonna be a marine biologist or a person that digs up. Though it's kind of like
I don't know. It's just like I want to help people, and like
I know what you mean. It's hard.
I was looking into medical sense,
Mm,
but
I did too, but it's so
I
many years of
just-
college you need for that.
Yeah.
I wanted to be an
yeah, then
engineer, but that takes like 6 years, and I'm like, whoa, maybe not.
Yeah, my mom keeps telling me I should be an engineer. Like, Mom, I fucking hate physics.
Yeah, I hate
Like, I'm
physics too.
sorry.
But like everyone in my
Yeah,
welding
man,
class
fuck
is like,
physics.
if you were an engineer, you make so much money. I'm like, yeah, but 6 years worth of school doesn't seem really worth it to me. I don't care about it that much.
Yeah, for me, it's just
Oh, me and coffee.
I think Christians should live a life of helping. And
Exactly.
if I could do that by being a clinical psychologist, or if I do that by whatever I do, I think I'd be satisfied. In
You
life.
can also interpret it into whatever you do become. Like, say you become a chef.
Yeah.
Let's just say a chef, for example. You could make
Yeah.
food for the homeless or for church or
Mhm.
the poor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
I was also
for, like,
debating
social
being
events.
one of those because I found out.
Mm.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you something, and you could judge me all you want, but that sounds great. A pastor
Mhm.
raised $35 million because God told him he needed a plane,
Oh wait, I know him.
Oh.
Isn't that
Yeah.
Is it Kenneth Copeland?
and not just. Yeah, I think so, and not just he needed a plane. He needed a better plane than he already had.
Yeah, he needed to get to Africa, and his plane was kind of shitty. He wanted to do a youth group. Was it Joseph Aaliyah?
I'm
Aaliyah
not
says
sure.
listen to
I'll be honest with
Joseph
you.
Prince because he's pretty good, actually.
But my point is, he was able to raise a plane.
Hmm.
So like, all I'm saying is, 35 million. I don't need a fraction of that. I like be a Christian, make a podcast,
All you need is what, Aaliyah?
make an online church. I'm golden.
What did you say, Aaliyah? Seed, sow, faith. What?
Well,
Oh, you need a mustard
Think he's not
seed
wrong.
side of faith or something. Size of faith. Okay.
It's not good, but it's like, if people are already gonna be taking advantage of everyone, why not get a piece of the dough?
Plant that seed, Austin, and it'll grow.
That's the point. I can make a lot of money.
It's true. It's not always about.
Plus, it's not
It's
gonna
not always
use
about the money. It's about
Bad
man.
thing. It's not like I'm gonna buy like an extravagant mansion and shit.
Become a
You
pastor.
know?
That would be so funny. I'd go to that church.
Unless I scam people. If I scam people, I do actually make quite a bit.
Oh,
don't
so
you know? I can heal your cancer.
For a
Just
while,
give me
I was
25
debating
cents.
looking into the route of being a Catholic a priest. Actually,
no,
That's
also
something
not
I looked
Catholics
into.
are crazy.
But I get to go to Italy and shit for free, and I
You
get
can do that in
stationed
other churches
somewhere.
too. It doesn't have to be Catholic.
Yeah, I know, but Catholics are like cool. It's like I get to get a vow chastity.
You also have to confess your sins daily though, and they will make sure you do
I
that, or
don't-
they'll kick you out.
I don't do shit like.
If
what did I
you
do? I'm like-
see so, just
I said I cleaned the bathrooms, but I really just cleaned the mirrors.
Them, you filthy whore. Is good.
Hey, charlatan.
I like this.
Then again,
I don't know. I feel like those confession booths would be kind of fucked for people that aren't afraid to confess.
it depends. Okay, I would want one if I'm allowed to record it secretly.
That would be funny.
I mean, you can do that.
Like, what if there's a dude and he's
Not
like,
gonna
I
say that you
bust
don't
on
get in
my
trouble,
wife.
but
And you're like, what the fuck? I wouldn't want to be a
they
pastor.
pissed on my
Oh,
wife.
don't you want kids? You need to go inside, not outside.
Outside, you little hoe. Reminds me of Velocipaster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. But you don't remember how many classes you did your first year?
I think it was like
or-
7. Around 7-ish.
year.
Yeah, I did
Okay,
a lot.
wait, your first year or your first semester?
I think it was my first year.
Okay, because I plan on doing 4 one semester and then 4
Yeah,
another. Or
switching
I'm
it
doing
up.
5 one, and then I plan on doing 4 another. So
Yeah.
that would be 9 in a year
hmm
because I'm graduating in 2 years. It's what I have to do. And
Yeah.
it's gonna suck ass. I'm not gonna lie. It's gonna be
Well,
so
if you do
fucking bad.
something you really like on the second year, it might not be that too bad.
Yeah, it might not be that
In
bad.
the words of Jay Schlatt, I'm gonna be crying, shitting, and coming my pants. I'm sorry, I keep hearing like Jay Schlatt said that, and ever since then, everywhere I go, I hear that, and I'm like, that's such a good saying.
It's such a good thing.
Everywhere I go, I hear his voice.
Hear his voice. Oh. But just keep
Have
working.
you been listening to the Daily Slap? That's a fucking goated thing he's doing.
Is it like a podcast or something?
It's like 20 minutes or 20-minute video of him playing Call of Duty, answering viewer questions.
Oh yeah. I watched a little bit of that. I didn't watch. I don't.
It's fucking
It is funny, though.
goated.
Love to see he's still active.
Mm.
There we go. You know, I'm pouring some coffee into that. Oh, this looks horrible.
My fingers hurt because of guitar, but like
Yeah.
that just means I'm learning.
You could buy those weird finger guitar things that are rubber.
No,
Yeah, I feel like those.
I'm
would be
not a
annoying.
pussy.
Yeah, that's
I'm
right.
also looking into getting a bass because I'm like Danke keeps mentioning it, and like basses are quite cool.
Also, you don't get thick skin without getting hurt.
The only problem for getting a bass is it's like $120.
They're super expensive and they don't sound as good as an electric guitar, in my opinion.
Okay, do you want to know my logic?
Sure.
I don't own an amp. I can't use an amp in our house because our walls are paper thin and our
That's
neighbors are,
true.
So okay, if
Yeah.
I get one, what would I use it for?
Yeah. You could put it on low settings, but it would still be pretty loud.
Yeah.
And I'm enjoying a lot acoustic. I was trying to learn "Take Me to Church,"
hmm
which are like, okay, I watched a 20-minute video and like this is hard, but like I got this done. Then I watched an hour of it, sitting through an hour video, and I'm like, okay, the 20-minute guy had nothing on this shit.
Mhm.
And I'm like, let me go learn this, and like I get, okay, 20 minutes in the video, but I'm only like 30 seconds in the song,
Mhm.
and I'm like, okay, I could do this pretty consistently. And then the guy's like, okay, let me go review and let's do this in the tempo. And then he did it, and I'm like, oh, I'm fucked.
Oh, shit.
Like, side is fucked. And he's like, if this is hard for you guys, I got a simple tutorial that'll help you with your finger things. I'm like, sure. And it's happy birthday. And I'm like, I could go fuck myself. I'm sitting here learning happy birthday. Happy birthday.
At least it's not
you.
Mary Had a Little
Like,
Lamb.
I hate this. I wanted to learn London Bridge is Falling Down.
That'd be a good one.
'Cause I like that song. Good nursery rhyme, good song.
Mhm.
And I'm like, this is not gonna be hard. Like,
You're making it work, though.
London Bridge is falling down. Oh, then like I've been playing for like 30 minutes a day, honestly.
It's
30
something,
to
though.
40.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, because today I was like, well, I could go on a walk,
hmm
but it's gonna rain.
Yeah, true, it did.
And by the time I was home, it was lightly raining, and I'm like, well, and then it stopped raining. I'm like, well, I could go now, but there's gonna be a lot of mosquitoes, and I
Mhm.
don't want to do that shit.
Yeah, it's true,
Um,
because the mosquito swarm.
Yeah. And I'm like, I'll just sit there and play some guitar. So that's what I did. It was fun.
That's nice. I've been
I
playing.
did a Horse of No Name.
What did I
So I'm
play?
able to actually play that.
Yeah,
again.
we learned that, didn't we?
Yeah.
So I'm glad that
Yeah,
we.
I did need to relearn that.
Yeah, because I
Um,
feel like that was somewhat kind of easy.
It was easy because
Yeah.
it's the thing is the person I was learning from has a new or a more real way to play that song.
hmm
And I'm like, it's gonna be fucking goaded. And then I did it. And I'm like, my God, my fingers, my pain.
It is pretty
Because she's like,
painful.
she's like, all you gotta do is add your pinky, and I'm like, this is fine. And she's like, make sure you don't move your index finger, and I'm like,
Huh.
oh.
It's fucked up.
Like when I move my pinky, my index finger
Moves
moves. It's
with
just how
it.
it works.
That's just how it works. Well, they think we're
And she's like,
ambidextrous.
all you need to do, no, you apparently need to build it up. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Ah, fuck that shit.
So that's what we did. I sat there and I'm like, I got this. And at the end of it, I'm like, my fingers are red.
Hmm.
I hurt. And my pride is in shambles on the floor.
Guitar is a tough one, I know. That's why I
What?
I play
shall
something
learn.
interesting. I mean, I play something easier. I play the ocarina.
Still fun.
It's a fun little instrument, and it doesn't take too much skill to do.
I also want to buy a violin now.
Violins are fun, but they are
Violins
hard.
are sick. But they sound horrible when you mess up.
That's true.
Like guitars, when you mess up, you could tell.
Yeah.
But like violins screaming in your ear.
In your ear if you fuck it up.
Yeah, don't really know Dinky's obsession with basses, but like. I
Well,
don't know. I
she
thought it'd be fun to
always
learn.
I always wanted to get an electric guitar, and she said she wanted to be like my background person, and she's like, bass goes with electric guitar.
That's fair.
So I was like, yeah.
I have an electric guitar. Okay, I used it a lot when I was younger.
Mhm.
So don't forget, I started learning guitar around 12, and I used it then. So I pulled it back up, and I'm like, I'm gonna play this a little bit.
Hmm.
And I looked at it, and I'm like, oh, this is a little small.
Perhaps.
But it's a good brand. So I'm kind of like, eh,
Yeah.
it's a little small, but like, yeah.
Lee, what is going on Ratatouille? Oh, he bit him? Right.
Then again, I guess me and you are the only musically inclined. Because I
Apparently.
haven't heard about Dinky learning piano or keyboard in a while.
She was pretty fucking beast on piano, which is kind of
Mm.
crazy.
I was looking actually into keyboard because bass guitars were like 130, then a keyboard was like $70, and I'm like, huh.
Keyboards sound kind of ass, though, is my only problem.
Okay, but
Ali has a keyboard.
wrong.
It hurts my ears. But it is cheaper, so, you know, you work with what you got. Oh shit, is he dead? I'll grab some sandwiches. Oh,
sorry about that.
no, you're good. I'm just grabbing us some sandwiches. I'll grab an apple, too.
My mother unexpectedly came back.
You're good.
That's kind of why I wanted to play earlier was, you know.
Yeah, sorry about that.
It's fine.
Ali was like, can we watch YouTube? And I'm like, yeah. Considering I fucking destroyed her finger. Poor thing. I didn't mean to do it either. I was like, it's not that bad, is it? And like, it's pretty bad. I'm like, shit. I'm like, are you okay? Do you want some ice cream?
Did you break your hand or something?
You know how, like, I don't know if you do it with Tyler, but like play fighting where you're like wrestling, but like pretend.
Yeah.
A few times we've done it, he's bit me.
Yeah. Oh,
So she'll like slap me in the face, and then I'll kick her, but like not a full force kick, just like a light kick. Well, she went to block
We've
it with
never-
her finger, and it smashed her finger. I was like,
Okay,
"Ooh."
me and Tyler haven't fought since I was like 7 years old.
Oh god.
When we fight, we fight.
You fight, you fight. Someone's losing a hand.
Not that bad.
Yeah. Just
We get
well, that's how most
only
fights are
is we
now.
do pull hair. Yeah.
As long as one of you don't moan, I think it's okay. These sandwiches look like ass. I mean, they look okay, but they're kind of stiff.
Like, okay, I don't need to be rude. Like they look fine from like one side, but
The
like
other side looks burnt as shit. We do have an apple.
and like I'm sorry, is that bacon or is that like cranberries? Like what the fuck is on the side?
I can't figure it out. Although we can't turn off the light because I need the sensory bar. Oh, turn on the light. Yeah, sure I can. Let me go turn the light on for her. There you go. I know you can't tell because you can't see me in real life, but I'm currently sporting a mustache. Don't worry, I'm going to shave it tomorrow.
I also haven't shaved. My mom calls it. She thinks it's horrible.
They're like,
It doesn't look good, but like,
I'm sure it looks fine.
you know,
Hmm.
doesn't.
They're like, grow your mustache out and just your mustache. I'm like, okay. And I'm like, everybody thinks I look great. I don't like it. I don't like mustaches.
I want to grow a goatee, but I can't grow any facial hair. It just looks like horrible.
That's just because my facial hair when I was 18 was patchy too. When you become like in your 20s, it'll start to fill out a little more.
I hope so.
I think it will.
It's not a good situation.
I didn't think mine would either. Especially everyone in welding class. Everyone grows a beard so they don't burn their face. Well, that's one way to do it, I suppose. Today everyone was bored of cleaning, so everybody got on one of those like car jack things, and they wheeled them around the shop. I was like, "What is my class?" I'm like, "What are they doing?" They're like, "Hop on, Tyler." I'm like, "I'm good. I don't want to die."
Hop on, we're doing Hillbilly Mario Kart.
They're like, "We're gonna cross the border." I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
Like, we're going to Philippines.
Did you get a ride?
I did not. I didn't trust. I did take a photo of their goofy asses. I was like, I'll take a photo of you guys. That's the weirdest part. I'm in like, it's school, but it is not school. Like, and you think like your teacher would come in and be like, "What are you guys doing? That's it. Detention for everyone." He comes in, he's like, "Oh shit, let me get on." And I'm like, "Whoa!" I'm like, "You're the
Welcome to
teacher."
college.
For real. I'm like, it's crazy. It really is. It's not. It doesn't feel like school. That's what I was saying. If you do get it in like a class, like in person, get something that's gonna be like really interesting. So you'll always be entertained. You'll never have to like worry about socializing because it'll come naturally.
Did you ever do it fully online, or did you always do a hybrid program?
So I did all online the first year. The second year is only in person.
Did you like it better?
I gotta be honest. I do really enjoy being in person because you get to be around a bunch of people. But the stress of all of it, I feel like it may have actually been better being online because I could actually like take it easy. Like I could sit in bed and I can work instead of waking up at 5 in the morning every single day and then working till like 3. Which isn't really, it's not terrible. It's just a lot of work. Oh shit, he's freezing up. Oh no. We lost him, boys. We lost him. They both unexpectedly died. So they're still here. That was weird. Guess I'll just wait for them to come back while I pour some coffee. Where'd everybody go? Oh, cool, I can use my fingers. Well, while I'm recording, let me, I guess, just hang out by myself. Let's see. Got a few rooms. Hmm. Oh, their power went out. Yeah, so it's just me alone. Yeah, they texted me. I said it wasn't from the storm, but they didn't text back. Oh wait. She's pretty hot. I mean, what? I didn't say that. I don't like French people. Ew, French, oui, oui, what? Bro. Wait. Where'd my hands go? Which one? Okay. Could go to karaoke by myself. I guess, like, their power's out. What are they gonna do? Both sides. Hey, first strike. It's pretty good. She can fiddle my linguine anytime. What? Just come on. Yeah. Whoa, my gosh. No. I wish they all came back. But at the end, they all just leave, and none of them ever come back. Don't you send that out. Send it out. I love it. Hey, I kind of want to try it too. I guess I'll do that.